What's up, everybody? It's your boy Cobra. It's been a while, guys. As you can see, I am not home. I'm not in the US. I've been in Korea for the past month and just taking care of things here. Thought I'd give you guys an update. When we last spoke, I told you guys about how I contracted that popular sickness that's been floating around for the past couple of years. I'm happy to say I got over it. It wasn't that big of a deal. There's all different kinds of variants and whatnot that thing has. I don't know which one I got. I don't really care. I got over it. I got the antibodies now, so I'm good to go. I'm still a pure blood. I'll be a pure blood till the day I die. On that topic, in this country, it's actually pretty crazy. I don't know what you'd call this. Where I live, I don't have to wear a mask anywhere, unless they say it on the door, and then even then you can just ignore it. But here, yeah, they're 24/7 masked up, indoor, outdoor. The only time you can take it off is when you're sitting down to eat. That's it, which is kind of dumb. And I actually saw someone with a nose mask, believe it or not. Those, you might have seen it as like a joke or something before, but I actually saw someone with a mask just over their nose, and it was like specially made. It was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Actually, scratch that. I can one up that, believe it or not. So not only have I seen somebody eating a bowl of soup with a mask specifically made to cover their nose while they eat, and she was serious. She wasn't hiding it or anything. But I actually went to an indoor pool and I saw people. And by the way, this is in Korea, so all these people are Korean. I went to an indoor pool and I saw people, not just one person, but numerous people wearing their masks in the pool. I shit you not. I'm talking like the paper cloth N95 mask shit. These people were wearing it in the water. Think about that for a second. How stupid that is. Why are you wearing a mask inside a pool? It makes no sense whatsoever. And by the way, this was voluntary. They didn't have to wear a mask inside the water. They chose to. It was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. I'll take it to the grave as one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Just the level of compliance, of just pure weakness from some people, and it's all around the world, guys. We talk about the Karens and all that stuff. That shit is everywhere, even here in Korea. I used to live here a long time ago. I mean, to me, it hasn't changed too much, but honestly, I was expecting more resistance from the people here, because you're dealing with a more educated society that still remembers what war was like. They understand, trusting the government and all that stuff might not go according to plan. Especially look at what they did to their previous president. I think she's still locked up. But that just kind of shows you, what kind of people they are here. They're just total compliance. They're not going to fight back for shit. As far as the whole sickness's narrative, that seems to be ending too. It seems like the house of cards is starting to fall apart, because when you look at the amount of information that certain journalistic organizations with the initials PV, I can't say it for obvious reasons, what they've uncovered, with this specific doctor who looks like Alfred E. Newman, because he does, you can just see the amount of corruption. It's right there in his financials. At this point, I mean, I don't expect anyone to change their mind when it comes to this whole narrative. Either you've drank enough of the Kool-Aid that you're willing to get boosted for life, or you didn't and you can see that it's all bullshit. So I don't think it's really changing too many minds, but it's, it's just a little more obvious. And the people that run the media, they can't frame things like they used to, not when this documentation is out there. So I guess you can call that good news. I'm hoping that this whole thing wraps up by this year at some point. I hate it. I think it's dumb. But what are you gonna do? You have to live in this world like everyone else. But if there's one silver lining I can say that we've found in all of this, is that it's really shown the people who think for themselves versus the sheep. I hate to coin that term, sheeple. Oh, you're a sheeple. Oh, it's like 1984, but it's true. Like I can honestly say that if I was a single well, I am a male, but if I was single, and I was out in the dating world, I honestly, like, if I met a woman and she tells me, oh, I took the procedure that was mandated by the powers that be, I'm gonna do a 360 and walk away. I'm not gonna stick around. Like, I honestly look at people who took this thing as compromised. Like, if they're willing to compromise their body, what good are you to me? I wouldn't want to be with someone like that, not on a personal level. I mean, if it's just a pump and dump, I don't even know what the ramifications of that are either, because I don't want whatever you got floating in my system, unless I wrap it up. But that's a whole nother level. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to bring you up to speed. I'm looking out this window, seeing the snowfall. Thought I'd just kind of share it with you guys. I don't know how much of it you can see, but yeah, it is cold. It is cold as heck out here in South Korea. It is really cold these days. So, just wanted to share some of the scenery with you guys, let you guys know I'm doing all right, and I hope you're doing all right too. And to all you guys out there who are still pure-blooded, just remember one thing: you survived a year of non-stop bombardment of propaganda and psyops thrown at you. If you're still pure-blooded, my hat's off to you, man. You survived it, because now, after what the Supreme Court decided, I don't think this thing is gonna fly like it was anymore. It'll still be around. Some employers might still try to, virtue signal or whatever, but long term it's not going to, as far as the mandate goes. But for all the people out there that modified their DNA, they're no longer human, they're stuck with that stuff in their body for life. And that sucks, man. I feel terrible for the people that did it, because they honestly believed it. And to all the people that took it because they wanted to show Orange Man bad or whatever, I sincerely hope those people go 6 feet under. I don't want to live in a world with people like that, So, anywho, that's about it, guys. Hope you're doing well, and I'll see you on the next one. Cobra out.